Do you ever feel like an imposter? Like, the more you excel, the higher the risk there is that people will find out that you don't actually know what you're doing and that they can't actually trust your capabilities. Or maybe you've just started a new role and you're wondering, how did I even get here? Because I definitely don't feel like I deserved it. It's a terrible feeling, I know. I've definitely felt it at many points throughout my life. Imposter syndrome. And it's more common than you think. According to the International Journal of Behavioral Science, an incredible 70% of professionals feel like an imposter in the workplace. And in fact, a majority of high-achieving millennials really feel this imposter syndrome on a regular basis. And here you thought you were the only one. In my opinion, one of the worst consequences is its detrimental effect on your leadership potential. So I've come up with 3 tips to help keep that little voice inside your head in check. Focus on objective facts rather than clouded emotions. Quite often, we let our emotions cloud our logic, and the next thing you know, we've started these counterproductive habits and ideas that we've taken with us throughout our career, with some having taken them all the way to senior leadership. Thoughts like, I have to constantly work harder just in order to keep up with everybody else, or that I need to constantly be perfect in order for others to approve of me. Or even thoughts like keeping up appearances is more important than how I feel inside. And the only way to fight this is to view things from a more objective perspective. Objectively assess your past performance, taking into account the good and the bad in order to make a balanced judgment on your capabilities. List down your past achievements and the things that you know you're good at and compare them with what your emotions are telling you. Focusing on the facts allows us to think more clearly. Are you really as bad as you think you are? Dial down on the perfectionism. Do you find yourself stuck in that vicious cycle of perfectionism? Maybe you're the type that agonizes over details, or maybe you're the type that can't stop thinking about what other people think. In other words, you either put an impossibly high standard on yourself, or you perceive that others put that impossibly high standard on you. Let me ask you a question. Would you expect your boss, colleague, or even your child to be perfect all the time? Or would you judge someone who made a small error when doing a presentation or a speech? Probably not. You don't expect it from others, so try not to expect it from yourself. Instead of trying to be perfect in any situation, you can try to ask yourself, how can I be perfect in this given situation? Don't be afraid to make mistakes in order to experience true growth. Rather than striving to keep up the facade, it's important to be accepting and willing to make mistakes so that you can create that compassionate space to learn and grow. And ask yourself, even if I make a mistake here and there, does that truly make me an imposter? Irrespective, you need to start making mistakes sooner rather than later, because the longer you wait, the more your career is going to progress, and the more you're going to have to keep up this facade and continue to feel like an imposter. And finally, allow yourself to feel the rewards of your hard labor. The worst thing you can do is to work incredibly hard to move from one level to the next, only to not stop and smell the roses and revel in your achievements. Now tell me, what's the point in all of that? Moral of the story, be easier on yourself. You deserve to feel happy and accomplished and worthy of the position that you're in. Do something special to signify your achievement and to train your brain to continue to achieve through positive reinforcement. Whatever you choose to do, don't let irrational emotions hold you back from being that leader that you know you can be. Don't let imposter syndrome hold you back from your leadership potential. Look, I'm not saying that imposter syndrome is easy to beat. It's a self-defeating cycle that can be extremely hard to overcome. But the sooner you address it and take steps to break out of this vicious cycle, the better it's going to be for your career. Looking for advice on how to beat this imposter monster? Be sure to get in touch and let me know how you found these tips in the comments below. My name's Nicole Schmitz, certified leadership and communication coach with a degree in psychology. And I help corporate professionals and entrepreneurs to become empowered communicators who speak up, be seen, and get ahead in their careers and lives. I leave my clients feeling confident, optimistic, energized, and empowered with the newfound possibilities for their career and life.